Hey, it's your girl Just Bree coming at you with another video. Feel free to hit the like, share, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you to my A1 Day ones. And to anybody who likes my content enough that you would hit the subscribe button and or the like. I appreciate every single solitary one of you guys. So I have some things that I wanted to kind of get off my chest. Again, this is a little bit of a story time slash, me and my thoughts and opinions. I need to come up with a cute little tagline or some nice little tagline or something. So anyway, yesterday was a very interesting day to say the least. My cousin wanted to go out and celebrate. Um, Me, her, and another relative job, getting new jobs, right? Um, and it's all in, well, no, two in healthcare, one in hair care. Um, so I'm like, okay, cool. We just went out. We've been going out since her birthday. So we've been out like the past couple of weekends. And, I really did. I didn't care to go, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. Because I wasn't doing anything. But in the summertime, so I'm like, just get out the house and just go. So I had bought this cute little dress, this cute little Calvin Klein dress, Calvin Klein. I might post a picture. Um, and I had a cute little wig, and everything. And I had some Calvin Klein shoes to match. Now, typically, like the Calvin Klein dress was splattered with Calvin Klein. And I hate name brand shit as far as like, wearing it on your clothes. But this dress was like a wraparound skirt, and it was so cute that I just had to make an exception, right? Plus, I had some Calvin Klein shoes. So anyway, um, I don't know why I said that. But anyway, so I went, cause I wanted to get something new, just because, you know, just because I could. And so I just went and picked out a little cute little dress. I mean, I had something to wear, but anyway, you know how us women are. So we went to a bar, which I really kind of I'm starting to really like it because the DJ is like the bomb. And we had ordered some chicken wings, and we had a couple drinks. Then another cousin of mine came in, and we hugged it out, hugged and boop, 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 kiss, kiss. So anyway, so we hung out for a little while at that one at the first bar. Then we took the um the other cousin home because she really don't hang out much. So anyway, so then we went to this other bar, and this young lady comes in. Well, these two girls come in. Oh my gosh. This girl comes in with a bikini. Now, mind you, I'm in upstate New York. I live in New York. Child, she comes in with a bikini on in the bar. Now, mind you, like this ain't South Beach. Like I've been to South Beach a couple of times. This ain't South Beach. And it's not the beach. Like we have a beach. We have a couple of beaches where that stuff is more appropriate. But just coming to a hood bar in a bikini, no, ma'am. But anyway, the bartender, who's actually my niece by marriage, actually, who I really don't know, um, but it happened to be my niece was at the bar, so she was asking her, did she have anything to put on at the bottom half? And so the girl's like, no, no, no. So she let her stay. I would have kicked her ass out. But anyway, child, the girl, I don't know. She talked regular, but then at the same time gave the impression that she was drunk as a skunk. And so she was walking around the bar. She had a tattoo on her butt. So, I guess she wanted to show this tattoo off on her booty, I guess. I don't know. And then we were standing there, we were talking, me and my cousin started talking to her because my cousin was like, yo, she was telling the other girl to take care of her, make sure don't nobody take advantage of her. She needs to chill. Let her, she could have a good time. But damn, like, I got a daughter your age, like, you need to be careful. Like, just, talking to her like a woman to a daughter, basically. Um, and somebody that's concerned. Cause I mean, the area in which we were, on top of that, it's not, it's a little on the seedy side. Hell, I mean, granted you could get killed anywhere, but I'm just saying, so um it was the outfit, and I know, no man is supposed to touch you, but the outfit was screaming, child, grape me, okay? Anyway, so then the young lady started with the bikini, started talking crazy, and the next thing I know, she was pulling at her damn bikini bottom and exposed her vajayjay. And I'm just sitting there like, what the hell is going on here? So I was just I didn't, and I'm looking at the guys, a couple of guys that was there, and they were just looking at her like, what the hell? And they just looking like, what is wrong with her? So, they was just as perplexed as we were, you know? So she like, I'm from Miami. I'm from Miami. So her friend was like, well, she not really from Miami, but she moved down there. Well, bitch, you ain't from Miami. I said, well, y'all need to go to the strip club. I said, cause she ain't got no clothes on. And said, she said, oh, well, she work at the strip club. I said, clearly. But anyway, so, and then after that, we went to another bar slash, they didn't open the back part up into like a mini club. Um, so went to the bar, the other bar, the next bar, and I felt really out of place. Um, I felt really out of place. I don't know, maybe because I wasn't tipsy. And I'm a social, I drink socially. Um, and I'm sure it's because I'm older now. Maybe. I don't know. But I've seen girls and, women near my age that I either went to school with or used to run in the same circles with. They was there, they was fine. I just felt weird. Um, I think you gotta be like 25 to get in this particular bar. And I used to frequent this bar when I was younger, so I don't know. And then I saw somebody that I used to mess with, and that kind of like tripped me up. And I was just like, ugh. But anyway, and then the part of the bar I was in, because there's two parts to the bar. The front part, they play the old school music. But me and my cousin was in the back part where they play all that new shit. And that was kind of annoying me. But I made it happen, made it work for the most part. And then I thought some girls was about to fight, so I had to get up and like kind of, you know, remove myself. Like, bitch, I ain't about to be throwing drinks and shit and fighting over my head. So, needless to say, my cousin, she was just lit. She turned up. She was trying to make me loosen up a bit. And it's not to say that I need a drink to loosen up. Like, I would never drink just to have a good time, but I did notice how reserved I was without it. You know what I mean? So I was just like, I'm not having a good time. But then they played a couple songs. I was like, okay, I'm chilling, I'm chilling. So anyway, I'm kind of doing a part two to the ride or die video, if anybody is interested. So an update basically with that was that this relative was telling me that, okay, so while we were out last night, this person was concerned that they were going to run into the guy. If you go back and listen to my ride or die video, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, I'm not going to really, I don't know. You may or may not be able to catch on. So the relative was saying they were worried about running into that person, to their person, last night. And I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. So I said, well, what if you run into him? And she was like, well, he owed me an apology. Da, 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 da. And I'm thinking, well, good luck. Because, I mean, you know, that don't always happen. Most people don't think they don't do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? Unless you really in tune with, unless you have that knowledge and understanding of how, if you do something to hurt somebody, that, you should go back and apologize. If that's not how you operate or whatever, you're not going to apologize to that person. And then she was talking about, well, he needs to tell me the truth. Tell you the truth about what? That he's a lying, cheating, no good user? And I don't even mean no shade. Like, he could be all of that and be all the way over there. Like, do that shit over there. And, whoever allows you to do that, then good. Ain't nobody, I'm not tripping. Like, I don't feel no ways. Even though, I mean, this ain't, I don't even know how this became about me. It ain't about me. But, I just said, when she said she want him to tell her the truth, I'm like, the truth about what? Like, you already know what you need to know. I mean, if I meet a person who has a fugazi situation from the start, like I got another cousin. She been with her dude for 25 years. No, they're not married. And she's still talking about marrying her wedding 25 years later. But the other cousin, she started out the same way. He was living with a chick, ended up having a baby on the way. Shit, the bitch was damn near old enough, was just barely at the age of consent, bitch. And you still, you know, chose to be with the nigga. And here it is 25 years later. But anyway, that's a whole separate story. I might tell that another day. But I said that to say, um, who cares about the truth? At this point, So anyway, she goes on to say, so she keeps talking. Oh, so then she's in contact with someone who lives across the street from him. Lord have mercy. And the person told her that he was getting his car repossessed. Like right last night while we was out. So my relative goes, oh, I'm so sad. Oh my God. It's so messed up. How could how could this happen? How could she let that happen to him? I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have repossessed his car. And I'm like, first of all, who cares what the fuck who cares what you would do? He ain't your man, you know? And you can't dictate how somebody respond to if they feel like they've been played. So obviously she done had enough to where she decided, or to get to call the people to get the car repossessed or whatever, however it happened. Should you only get the car repossessed if you don't pay the damn bill? So bitch, he ain't got enough money to pay the bill, then he don't need no car. Like, what are we talking about here? And it ain't your business. So so she go on talking about how she would handle things, this, that, and the other. And, you know, he only broke up with her because some dumb shit about whatever she said. I don't fucking know. I was listening, but I wasn't listening. So then it's just like she keep talking about the women and how they're the ones that are dumb, and putting the blame on them, even though he telling everybody, God knows what he's telling everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, he playing all y'all. So what? Like, and then she was like, he went out of town. She don't know who he went out of town with. For all they knew, it could have been him and his wife. And I'm like, okay, well, I said, I mean, hell, why is this any of your concern? Like, I'm still not understanding. Help me to understand. But I wasn't saying anything. I was just listening to her. Right? So, I feel like she was trying to make a point to me, because ultimately what I told her the last conversation we had about this person, I said, I feel like you too good, and too old to be trying to build a bear. Right? So it felt like last night when she was contemplating helping this guy or feeling sorry for this guy, talking about, well, I child, when she said she had good credit and how, she has to decide, only she can decide whether or not she willing to stick her neck out for him, because she know the things that she can do to get him where he needs to be, child. And child, I could throw this laptop down now talking about it. Like, girl. So I'm like, listen, do whatever the fuck you want to do. All I know is me, as far as me and my sanity, I'm gonna be over here chilling. That's all I know. Like, I'll be single and celibate for the rest of my life before I deal with some bullshit like that. Okay? I'm just not gonna do it. Now, granted, I'm not saying that a man don't deserve a chance, that a woman shouldn't take a chance on a man, the same way a man takes a chance on a woman. I'm not saying that none of that is possible. But you got all these different women, and God knows how many more. He sound way too opportunistic for me. Like, he just, he got these women because he trying to make these moves at these women expense. Like, using them basically. And, I'm just like, girl, do what you gotta do. The only thing I said before I got out the car was pray about it, sleep on it, and make a decision, do what you feel is best. Okay? Because I am not your mother, your mama. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not trying to tell nobody how to live their life. Shit. I got my own shit going on. But what I said stands as far as at our age, you don't need to build no man. He need to come pre-assembled and with his shit together. And that's on per. That's on period. And I said what I said and I meant what I said. Because if I gave my daughter that scenario and I asked her, what did she think? And she was like, I don't understand what's going on. She was looking at me like, huh? Like, who did what? I said, it don't make sense, right? And she like, nah. I said, good. I said, because we don't get down like that. Like, I done did some dumb shit. I done loan niggas money. Ain't never got it back. I gave, did dumb shit. Like, in my younger years. Like, shit that you gon' go through. Granted. But at this age, today, bitch 43, it ain't happening. It's just not gonna happen. So, um, and with this new job that she has, about to start making six figures, she already a, higher earner, and about to start making six figures and things of that nature, and she about to move out of town. I'm like, bitch, if you don't wait to take your ass down south to get your man that's already got his shit together, it's just, this person has such a traumatic background, you know, and you mentioned therapy, Lord Jesus. Niggas just ain't. They hear therapy and it's like fucking boomerang. Like, what the hell you mean? I don't need no damn therapy. That's why niggas get on my nerves. Cause I used to, I didn't think I didn't think highly of therapy either. I didn't even know where the hell you would start with that shit. But everybody need therapy. And speaking of that, I remembered something. But anyway, um, like, seriously, just, and then a guy came in the bar last night that had another one that lived with her. Y'all know how I feel about men moving in with women. Another guy that had lived with her for 11 months. And when he broke up with her, moved out and married a bitch that he had already had pregnant. Now, if you don't get now, and then she constantly talking about she ain't dealing with nobody that's gonna cheat on her. She don't want nobody cheating. She ain't putting up with that again. It's that and the third. But yet and still, you continue to put yourself in the position or in the I don't know what's the word. You continue to allow yourself to think about this man, to be in the vicinity um of putting yourself back out there to be cheated on. Like, what are we talking about here? So I think I'm dealing with insanity in a way. I mean, respectfully, because it's like you doing the same shit expecting a different result. And the time that I mentioned in the past that maybe she need to change, I said change for her to change. Oh my God. When I told her she might need to change, Lord Jesus. And that's not really what I didn't fully mean for her to change, because she's so, oh, I'm so caring, I'm so this, I'm so that. And which she is those things. She falls in love hard, she loves hard. I mean, she a good ass woman, contrary to her past, our past, the whole phase and all of that. Like she will take care of her man. But I feel like and I think that when you give off desperate vibe, desperate energy, you give off a spirit of desperation that just attracts the wrong kind of dude. And you don't even be meaning to do it, but it's that need to that want and that desire to want to be in a relationship so bad that you just constantly get shitted on. And you just cannot see how you are the cause of it all because you keep picking the same guy just in a different suit. And listen, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not putting myself in the same category. That's not true. I have had some good solid dudes. I don't know how they would be necessarily in a relationship because I always ran from relationships. I wasn't, you know, really interested in them. I liked being single, I mean, full disclosure, it is what it is. Um, you know, it ain't nothing that I'm proud of. And I'm too, I'm past the stage of being ashamed and I'm not proud of it, but shit, at least I could pick a dude, a stable dude. The majority of dudes I dealt with, either if they didn't own a home, they owned a home, or they had their own place and they were stable. You know, I couldn't just be like, pick up your shit and come stay with me. They'd be looking at me like, bitch, you crazy. Um, so I could pick them because even my mom was like, you you got some good my one friend, the firefighter, he she was like, I like him, like, and a couple of different guys. It was like, oh, where you getting these dudes from? Good, stable, good job having dudes. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Um, so in that respect, we not the same, Um, and I mean, it's a lot of things we're not the same, man. But when it comes to picking a man, I just rather be alone. I just rather be single, child. Because I'm not with the shenanigans. I'm not with the shenanigans. When shit get messy, bitch, I'm out. I'm like, Chuck the Deuces, quick. You will not see or hear from me. Will I feel bad? Will I feel away? Shit. Yeah, but I get over it. I have never been one to just like try to hang on for dear life. Not never. Ain't happening. Um so yeah, anyway. Um but I wish her the best. She's supposed to be moving out of town. And I really do hope and pray that, cuz Southern dudes, they different kind of dudes. They just a different breed. And when I like specifically when I went to Birmingham, like I ran into a couple of good solid dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying nothing would have lasted forever. I'm not saying none of that. But career wise, they own place, whatever, home, whatever, like, had that, you know? I just didn't trust myself enough to go any further. Um, which is unfortunate, but that was my struggle, my cross to bear, and my struggle that I had to overcome, you know. So anyway, the rest of the night was pretty cool. I mean, the bar was jumping, it was lit, how the kids say. um, but to be honest, I would have rather stood outside with a lot of other people just outside hanging out, kicking it. My cousin called it parking lot pimping. Because we could have been parking lot pimping. I would have been happier with that than to be inside. Ugh, I hated going inside there. Um, but and and I told my daughter, I said, why is always that one? It was an older man with a linen suit on, child, with one of them big brim hats. Oh my God. And I tell you, he was just gliding across that floor. And all these young girls who don't know how to dress, child. I don't know where these girls buy these clothes at these fashions. It's terrible. I'm just saying. The fashions was just terrible. Maybe I should say different. I don't know, cause I mean I'm not no style guru, but I do have some cute outfits. I mean, to me, I posted it. I got a little video with my little outfits and shit that I used to, dress, and I still think I dress, pretty decent. Um, but I used to be real cute back in the day. Like shit, I'm like, bitch, where your heels at? Where you still be kind of classy and sexy. I like a classy, sexy look. You know what I'm saying? So, but honey, child, these girls are just kind of like trashy. So, but anyway, I'm getting tired. So, thanks for letting me share, y'all. I don't know. I'll see you in the next video, I guess. I was trying to think of some way to end it, but so I guess I'll just end it. How about that? All right. See y'all in the next video. Bye.